So when I reacted to this the first time, a lot of people said I should watch the first one. The first, or not, a lot of people told me to watch the second episode of the My Summer Car Getting Killed More. So, let's take a look, shall we? I fucking love the first episode.
Welcome back to Finland. In the last video, we experienced the many wonders of Finnish culture. Building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, bug, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying from pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour. You know, normal Finnish stuff. Last video, we died a lot of times and made zero progress because every time I died, I had to start over from the beginning.
It's because for some reason he was doing the always dead. For some reason, he decided to just be, all right, I'm keeping the mode where I'm always dead. And I would never do that. That sounds like torture.
This video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're going to actually build up our rally car and, with some luck, win the rally. Death will not stop us, but it'll definitely get in the way. So,
the fact that you could pee on the TV and die is what's so hilarious. Excuse me. Hold on. Gotta drink some water. I just drank already 5 gallons of water in this stream.
Let us begin.
Exaggerating, but you know.
We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this.
Oh no!
Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because if I had to build the car again, things would have gone down.
How do you die in 10 seconds? Just piss on the TV. Yep.
Very differently.
Why would you?
I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the green car. My cousin, Pena. This is a man that has nothing better to do.
Hi, Jacob! Welcome to the farm. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Then drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely someone I'd like to climb into a car with.
Of course.
If you're being driven home by a raging
drinking
alcoholic,
and driving is not illegal in Finland.
Would be a good idea.
I don't know that. I'm just rambling. Don't take that as legal advice.
Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree, and we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea, so this time I let him drive me home at a much more reasonable 60 kilometers an hour. But you know what can go a lot faster than...
It's not that fast. 60 kilometers is not that fast. Oh, Jacob!
60 kilometers an hour, the F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Hunter. I mean War Thunder. That's right, boys. The most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created. 2,000 vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and... Oh no. Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with fighting. Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No, you fool.
Listen to this, man. I told...
Every component is deeply...
I was
oh no,
told...
my tracks have been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no. I'm dead. War Hunter, I mean War
I
Thunder.
was
offers
told
the most
War
immersive
Thunder
combat
is like a
experience,
death
and guess
trap.
what? It's
Like,
free.
once
Play
you're
it now on
in, you're
PC,
in.
Xbox Series XS,
It's hard to
PlayStation 5, or any
escape the
previous generation
addiction.
console. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat? Don't you worry, fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Hunter, I mean War Thunder, is the frighteningly deep knowledge within the community. Some might say too deep. Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground.
Yeah.
You crashed.
Anyway, we were not in fact in an F-14 Tomcat, but in Penna's green car. I stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage. To make a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer, which was a terrible mistake. I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling. Yes! Now from here you'd think things would be easy, right? I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off.
It's never that easy.
Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit! I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it.
It worked. It didn't work.
It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike, and the tractor was unflipped.
I could not play this game because I would just rage quit. Like in 5 minutes, I would rage quit.
Again. What? This time, I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around. And the tractor flipped over again. No! Another flip of the tractor, and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor, and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What? And this happened. What?
What is this face?
I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor, and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck.
What is this face?
And this happened. What?
That's the whole point of this game, rage. Yeah, I don't understand why. Oh man, I would just go crazy.
This was after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over. I'd get the trailer flat to the ground, it would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime. It turns out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up
Yeah,
the
I
trailer,
bet.
it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this. When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor.
Oops, and accidentally like,
Oh my god. It worked.
You did it!
Back home, it was time to continue
Hooray!
rubber band. Such a happy guy.
building the Satsuma, which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine. I
Ooh.
replaced the piston and head gasket, fired up the car again, and took her for another test drive.
Ooh, Christmas lights.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil.
I actually once had a car when my first car. I actually was not paying any attention, and one of the oil hoses came loose, and I lost all the oil in my car, but I didn't realize it. Because that was back when I didn't pay attention to like all my gauges. I was like only paying attention like to the speedometer. And so I was driving with no oil for a little bit until my car stalled. Thankfully, it didn't destroy the engine. But it was not good. It was not good. That car eventually just ended up rusting to death. But
is
no.
bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done.
Yeah. I got it all over the street. And now what's upsetting is now my new car, doesn't have a gauge for the oil. Like
After
the
fixing
oil
the
pressure.
oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it
I need to make images like he has.
the floor. Well done.
I just need, I need these images. I need to do this.
After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded out of the cap.
Oh dear!
Me, being a bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which,
Don't
let
do
me
it!
remind you, had a bunch of
Don't do it!
superheated steam underneath it.
Don't do it!
Yep. I'm a fucking idiot. Now,
Don't you know you're not supposed to do that?
It's a hot engine!
Of course you're going to be blinded. This way to get third-degree burns.
my eyes.
Your eyes, your
I'm a
face.
fucking idiot. Now, the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially upgrade it. Better tires, better wheels, a better engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats,
Better
nitrous,
everything.
the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money. Lots and lots of money. And me? Well, I was
You don't
broke.
have any money.
In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of making money. Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcoholic. One of the best jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose
bucket.
to do this wasn't exactly
This
ideal.
is a bucket.
Saturday. The
Dear
rally would be on,
God.
and cars would be flying down the
There's
dirt
more.
road every few minutes.
No.
That, however, was not the issue. The issue was these guys standing by the road to watch the rally, and my, less than optimal driving.
You didn't even
Good try. It didn't even like. Even like avoid them at all. He just straight up hit him. I thought like he might have hit them with the trailer or whatever he's towing. No. Right through him.
Unbeknownst to me, this action had sealed my fate. Since it was Saturday, the shop wasn't even open, so I left the junk there and drove the rest of the way home on the dirt track, where every few minutes an idiot rally driver would smash into me at incredible speed. Back home, I sleep.
Please, please, cops. Please,
Today
cops.
was going to be good. Today was going to be productive. Today, I was going to get the bat.
Cops.
Oh, shit. Yep. That guy I ran over earlier, he died. Well, shit. Prison. Our stay here was for 10 days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone, but 10 days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring in sleep, our stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here.
Yikes!
Okay, time's up. In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's. A simple establishment. The grocery store on one
Did
end.
he
and the
actually
pub
have to
on the
wait,
other.
or could he
The
actually
pub
go?
has this inside.
Could he actually like do a time skip? I think. Wait, did he say?
Stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states, just sitting here.
Yikes!
Damn.
Just 10 days for first degree sounds kind of Based? Yeah, right.
Okay, time's up.
You smell that fresh air.
The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store.
But you're going to get arrested again, aren't you?
And so, the heist was on. I loaded up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious anger. Yes. I took it to the sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had.
This is the most realistic game I've ever seen. Honestly, you could just do first degree murder, and you can do a full-on freaking payday heist in the game.
Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks. Not bad. A celebration was in order.
You got a lot of
I popped
money.
over to Timo's
Maybe,
and bought
I don't
myself a
know.
pizza for 2,700 marks. Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I sculled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking
You can do that in GTA. That's a good point. You know, but you can't build a car in GTA. Well, I get, well, sort of. I guess you can, but not realistically like you can in this game.
bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was
Basically
rightfully
nothing.
mine. I
First
drank
degree
more, I
murder.
pissed more,
Basically
I punched this guy
nothing.
in the head. I took the slot machine to the highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it, the rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over all these fuckers? Well, shit. 153 days in prison is a long time.
Yeah.
About 230 hours of waiting that I definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider, to ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win. That
Imagine if
goddamn
you
race.
actually had to wait that long. That would be terrible.
And in no time at all, I was out. Our first
Like
task was
there
getting
was
the
like
car inspected.
anti-cheat protections and everything saying you have to wait 120 hours or so, whatever, how many hours.
I wouldn't even be allowed to
Before you
participate
could play
if
the
car
game
wasn't
again.
road legal. So I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man. So my first money-making
New
venture
man.
was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to a local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman. Firewood.
Absolutely.
First you chop it,
Absolutely.
then you deliver. 3,400
Moonshine's
marks.
legal.
Sewage. My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage, more sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is
Idiot.
full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie.
What I would do is involves a minigun and Vespucci Beach. Yeah.
I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash.
Without
Upgrades, rear
mods,
wing,
this game
very
is
important.
hell.
Gauge cluster.
I
Bang.
bet.
Photometer. Bang.
I
Drunk
bet.
man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay, listen, mate. I just need you to fuck off. Right now. Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch. Listen, mate. I just need you to fuck off. Right now. Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine sold to drunk man. Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose on the highway. Wait a minute. This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay, finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries.
Yikes.
Hey look, it's Penner. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee? And now, the moment we've all been...
What?
Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee? And
What? I don't see no bee.
down the street in
I
my
don't see no
6'4",
bee.
jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee?
Is that a bee? Is that what he's talking about?
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows?
Probably not.
This guy does. How does he know? Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver.
Obviously, that's what you're supposed to do,
Yep.
right?
And what do you know? We failed.
Yes.
You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back. I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed. The repair shop owner, Fleetari, caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland. Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well. It was registered and it had a few upgrades.
Oh my
the day was
gosh.
Saturday. I could just...
Omni-Man looking what? Well, I got sent into Norway. It'd be funny if he failed again the second inspection.
Big things were going to happen
Gosh.
today. I drove to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this.
Please.
I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on.
Dang it.
So, rally o'clock, it was. I drove to the start. This
Wait,
guy
did it say
counted me
I
down
give
and
up?
just stuck it back on. So, rally o'clock, it was.
It does say I give up. This video gave me arthritis.
I drove
I
to
don't
the
know
start.
how this video can
guy
give you
counted me down,
arthritis.
and off I went.
Go.
The race
You're
did not
doing
last
it.
long. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Flip! Fuck! Shit! Attempt 2. This time was even worse.
Please. I want him to hit. I want him to hit the guy in the front. Or like that sends him off.
No! Attempt 3. This time was even worse.
Dang it. Seems like he's doing it. I don't know what he's talking about. He's always doing worse.
Fuck! Attempt 4. This time I took things a little slower. Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them.
God, how much is 100 kilometers in miles per hour? I don't know this. It's not like something is crucial for me to know. I think that's like 60. Okay, 60. I was right.
At 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes. This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track.
But you got last
You know,
place.
after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
Last. Please.
Dead last. All right. Okay, I guess All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same route as stage 1, but in reverse. Surely tomorrow, I would redeem myself. I took
Nope.
the car back to the start of the rally and parked
Doubt
there
it.
overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake. This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad. Shit. That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off. Anyway, I had a job to do. Get a good time on the second stage and try my best.
That's what? The one time you can't do anything, or you can't run someone over is when you're running over a cop. I guess it makes sense,
I had a job to do.
but at the same
Get a good time on
time,
the second stage and try my best to get out of last place.
it's a perfect opportunity to actually just give him like the longest sentence ever.
And before I knew it, the rally was on.
That he can't scamper and cheat.
On the straights, I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns, I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep going. Then we flipped the car. No! But we could keep going. Then
You're
we
going to
walked
get
into
last
a
again.
ditch.
You're going to get last again. I can tell.
The door
He's just going to place your bets. Excuse me. Place your bets right now. Let's see what he's going to get. My thought, dead last or second to last.
was hanging off.
And this door
We
is
could keep
hanging off.
going. And then we hit a rock.
Oh dear.
We could not keep going. I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around in the car. We had driven fairly well, and so I checked our time.
It's dead last.
It, wasn't good. My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard.
He's not on
Time so terrible, it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again.
Wait, what?
And blacked out again. And again. And again. And again.
This is the game.
And then it was next week. During my
This game sounds like torture. It just sounds like torture. What's a good way to punish myself? Play my summer car with no mods.
bout of violent alcoholism, I found 9,000
On permadeath.
marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter. Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines. So, I was in a lot of debt. The police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 a.m. asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken babbling. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks. If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough
How much is like a mark compared to like? How much is a mark?
money to pay off my debts and build the rally car of my dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had
Yes,
sworn off a life
absolutely.
of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing
He's
millions
digital.
from this guy who thinks he's my friend.
Honestly though,
Approximately 3 seconds.
I couldn't do it. I have too much of a heart when I'm playing these types of games, or when playing games. Like I can't, even though they're like a digital person. Like sometimes I feel so bad about like betraying them and stuff like that. It just breaks me. And then other games, I hate you so much, I will not help you for the principle of it. Like the one girl in Psychonauts 2. I refused to get my clothes back because it would involve helping her.
Seconds of pondering later, I concluded money. To find the briefcase, I would have to
Money,
scour the
money,
entire
money,
map.
money, money, money,
Every
money.
little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is.
Look.
Oh.
100 bucks.
I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the way. Shit.
Minor.
I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally
Yes.
15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey, he probably spent it on sugar wine or something. It was
Yeah,
time
probably.
for some upgrades. I bought the entire catalog. The best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a
6
new
marks
steering
is
wheel,
to
multiple
1.
body panels, the best radiator,
Yeah.
time on the dynamometer to measure our
Got
immense
it.
power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen, the car was ready for round 2. I gave it a good test
Don't
on the
crash it.
highway, and
Don't hit a
of
rock.
course, I got pulled over and fined 30,000 marks on the spot. fucking dickhead. The car was ready,
That's a
but
lot
I
of
needed some
money.
practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend. I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition.
Come on, come on, come on. You can do it this time. This time, I think you might get 10th place.
The start of the rally. Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down.
I really want him to hit him. I really want to hit the guy at the front.
All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very good, and checking the standings
Please be
confirmed my
10.
suspicions. Oh, yes.
Hey,
That's right, fellas. First place. I was officially in the running to actually win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home. Tomorrow, I was
Will be a
gonna win.
new day.
Back home.
He's totally not going to get dead last.
I sleep.
Totally not going to get dead last in this next
This
race.
sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe. Turns out he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough.
Oh,
Well, with him
the drunken
subdued, I
man!
went to finish the rally. Stage 2. This time I'd parked in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage where
Oh,
I
you got
signed
a
up,
time
and before I
penalty.
knew it, the rally was on.
You can do it!
All that
You
practice had
can
paid
do
off.
it!
I knew the corners.
Come
I knew the
on!
bumps. We flew over the train tracks,
You can
past
do
Grandma's
it!
house, past the turn off to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done.
You do it? Come on!
There it was. Oh yes, we had
You got
driven
this
pretty damn
race!
good, and we're 30 seconds ahead of second place.
Now go pee on the
I
TV.
knew just how to celebrate. The
Be on the
fireworks
TV.
back home.
Damn
On
it.
the way back, I crossed the bridge. I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt
How did he even know that that would be there? Did it give him a heads up or something? Yikes, that's terrible. That was a depressing end. Oh man. I'll drop a link in the chat. I need to do that more. I keep forgetting.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly had fun, and I hope you had fun. If you want to see more of my content, you can check me out on twitch.tv/20lpmoo, or you can check out a little video that YouTube recommends that's on the screen right now. Check that one out. But with that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-byes.